There we go. What is up, Mr. Jokinen? Welcome back to the West Coast and the
It's
West
been a
Coast
minute.
Draft Podcast.
It's been a minute. I've missed
How
this.
is
I've missed it.
how is the East Coast, my friend?
Oh, it was a blast. I had a great time in Big
Yeah.
Ten territory.
There you go, man. Our ACC territory, because what you told me is Virginia Tech. is
Virginia
the
Tech,
main
Well,
representative.
you know what's funny is that the day after that, I saw like 5 Michigan State separate people wearing Michigan State gear. So we're back to Big Ten territory.
Okay,
Like
I like
that
it,
feels
man.
that feels like one of the most random ones to be there. Honestly, is
No,
Michigan
what's going to be the
State.
most random is when you're in the Bay Area and it's ACC territory. That's what's going
Oh,
to be the
God.
most random.
I heard it's not going to happen.
I heard it is going to happen.
Yeah, the deadline's in like a week. I think they gave them.
That's true. I'll figure it out, I'm sure.
We'll see what happens. I think Stanford would just be best waiting it out for the Big Ten, to be honest.
Probably. But I know Cal and SMU probably want to get it done because that's their lifeline to Power 5 right now. Or Power 4? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And then you got George Kliavkoff going to the commissioners meeting today.
I saw that.
Poor guy. That had to be so awkward. I feel bad for him for that. Like,
hey man. He signed up for that job, man. He signed up for it and he screwed it up. So that's no one to blame but himself.
There wasn't much.
Larry Scott was to blame, but he didn't do a good enough job of cleaning up the mess. So that's his fault.
He was given the worst possible deck because I feel like the way that the pack could have survived was jumping quick on the Big 10 or Big 12, and they didn't because UW Stanford, they'd never let that happen anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
I heard it was mostly
week.
Cal that was mostly.
Oh, Cal as well.
Pushing.
Which is like so stupid.
Yeah, and now they're the ones that are going to suffer probably. Stanford could end up in the Big Ten. I think Cal, I don't see kind of.
It's time for Cal to scrap sports. Honestly, it's not doing many favors with all the debt they're in.
Yeah. Yep. Potentially.
It's time for them to move on because none of their sports are any good either. All of them are awful.
Yeah, it's a shame
but,
too.
Speaking of college football, though, tomorrow's the day. This time tomorrow, we will be watching college football, and I think there's a pretty decent slate of games tomorrow.
Yeah, let's pull it up. Hold on, college football.
There's some good graphics. I like. Go on the Barstool graphic. They made it just beautiful one.
It was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or sorry, X. Elon. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
X.com.
They made a beautiful graphic of the weekend slate of games.
X.com. Let's see if we can get Barstool up here. Barstool Sports. Here we go. Got it. Or is it Barstool? Is it like Barstool College Football or something? I'm not standing in the main Barstool.
TCU
account.
Colorado. Is that not tomorrow?
Barstool College Football Show, maybe? Maybe it's this one. No, it's not on this one either. We're going to good old handy Google.
Yeah, get a better one. Okay, let's see what's going on here because I think I'm being goofed over here. No, okay. All right, tomorrow we got Florida, Utah.
Florida. Okay, Utah.
That's
Florida
what I was thinking of.
Fun.
TCU Colorado is not tomorrow. Florida, Utah is going to be fun, but Cam Risings and Keith B aren't playing unless Kyle.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the hope for Florida right now because they're. But
not you got 2 other pretty good games too. Because you also got Nebraska at Minnesota. I'm excited to see the beginning of the Matt Rule era.
Utah's the only ranked team playing tomorrow. There's a couple FCS
and NC State
programs.
at UConn. Jim Almora, local boy, West Coast guy. From my city.
Hey, in conference Nebraska Minnesota matchup. That's fun.
I'm excited. It's the beginning of the Matt Rule era. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Honestly, hey, beginning of the Kenny Dillingham era too in Tempe. Maybe I should go up and watch that game. I'm like 30 minutes away.
For like $5.
Yeah, probably. Honestly,
let's see.
7 p.m.
Interesting.
It's probably
not really.
Not tomorrow night. Looking at Fridays. Hey, Stanford at Hawaii.
You got the Miami Bowl. We
do have the Miami Bowl. I didn't even notice that.
That's gonna be
honestly
awesome, huh?
I'm looking forward to Stanford Miami ending at midnight. That's gonna be fun.
Oh man, I'm gonna love it.
Oh, and that's the first game of the Troy Taylor era. Oh, I'm watching that. I'm watching that.
And then Colorado TCU is gonna be a lot of fun.
That
for sure. What else we got here? Fresno State Purdue, I think could be interesting.
Let's
Jeff
see.
Tedford, new quarterback though. If they had Hainer, probably it would be more interesting.
Let's see. I'm looking at the slate here. Of course, Boise and Washington.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Northern Illinois. I like how it highlights Washington. I feel like I've added Stanford as one of my favorite teams. I guess not. Let's see. There's obviously Ohio State and Indiana.
Florida State, LSU.
That's on.
Amazing.
Isn't that on Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday.
Yep.
Oh, we got Oregon State, San Jose State on Sunday.
Oh, you know what game
I'm excited to see?
I'm excited to see. There's 2 games I'm really excited to see there's 3 I can see right now.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia, Penn State. It's be fun. North Carolina, South Carolina. That's going to be really fun.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good
Rattler's going to look better than May on
get
Saturday.
Out of here, man.
Yes,
Drake May's going to.
And here's one that is going under the radar. South Alabama will beat Tulane on Saturday. Kane Womack is a good coach.
That is bold, my friend.
They almost beat UCLA last year.
That's true. They almost did. But
Kane Womack came
UCLA last year.
But that's going to be a fun one because I think because Tulane also lost some really good players too. Dorian Williams and Ty J. Spears.
His early season, honestly, Boise, UW. That's going to be a fun game. I bet.
Huskies by 40. You've seen my Twitter. I've been trolling. Huskies by a lot. Here's what I think is going to happen.
No win.
Boise's replacing a lot of their secondary. So if I think we go up pretty quickly. And the thing is, Boise's identity is a run game, especially with their super athletic quarterback, really great runner, but not the best thrower. He's in Broncos. Denver Broncos.
So you did make the team. Okay, I just want to make sure. So you mentioning the Boise secondary reminded me
of
your draft crushes, JL Skinner.
Oh man, he's a stud.
I wasn't sure if he made the team or not, but yep, he did.
Of course he did. He was a day 2 pick, I think.
He was day 3. He was a 6th round pick.
Well, it's because it was a pec injury.
Still, I didn't know. That's not a guarantee you make the team. If you're a 6th round pick, it's not a guarantee.
There's some fun games for week 1. There's some fun games for week 1. I think there's a lot of. I was trolling a lot of Boise State fans today because they are surprisingly really confident about this.
No, it's not going to end well for them. It's not going to. Yeah. I don't think it's going to.
Will Austin Mack? It's not going to be by 40. I say I think they're covering for sure. The spread's at 14.
You double cover a 14-point spread, even if it's like a backdoor, score a late touchdown to get to 15.
I think it'll be closer from garbage time, if anything. I think UW's. I'm thinking 45, 17.
Boise's scoring more than 17 points. We have the worst secondary in the Pac-12. But sorry to be a hater.
One other thing. Oh yeah, let's talk about cut down, since this will be
okay.
Some fun stuff been happening.
Will Greer,
Bobo made the team.
QB3.
Never had a doubt that Bobo was going to make the team. And that is true. I've been saying that since he got picked up, that he was going to, when he was a UDFA, I said Bobo was going to make the team. I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, for the first time in maybe my entire lifetime, the Bengals have my absolute favorite QB room in the league because Jake Browning, but Joe Burrow, my man crush, favorite player in the NFL, love that guy. He's back, baby. Let's go. What a way to fire me up on a Wednesday morning when I saw that. Welcome back, Joe. We missed you. Love you. Jake Browning, the only player in probably in NFL history to go to Folsom High School, the University of Washington, and now officially quarterback 2 and the backup quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals.
What if they take Austin Mack in a couple of years?
That would be okay. There you go. To be Joe's next backup when he's on year 4 of his 8-year extension. Yeah, maybe.
What if he goes all Carson Palmer though, and they take Austin Mack?
He wouldn't do that. Carson was a SoCal guy. SoCal guy. He never wanted to be in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's from Ohio. He's from the shithole. He's from some other Ohio shithole.
He's from Athens, man. He's from Athens. It's on the West Virginia border.
Shithole. Appalachia, Ohio. Ugh.
Will Greer, the best practice squad quarterback in the league.
Great pickup. I've been a Greer head for a long time.
Yeah, I've been wanting I've been wanting him to Bengals pick him up as a backup. What he did in the preseason. He looked awesome in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, I'm picking that as a practice squad quarterback. You kidding me? Hell yeah, I'm doing that 10 times out of 10. So that was when I got fired up. That's probably the only time I'll ever get fired up about a practice squad acquisition, but I got fired up. So
the last time I got fired up by a practice squad addition was Snacks Harrison being on the practice squad.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, man. I forgot. He did absolutely nothing. So
he got picked up by another team because we could never get him in shape. He didn't get in shape, so we wouldn't elevate him. Because
Max Harrison, man, he went from a Pro Bowler to like too fat to play, man. Like overnight, it was crazy.
It took a while. Speaking of quarterbacks on the move, though, the Trey Lance era in San Francisco is over.
Oh yeah, I know you've got thoughts about this. So I'll let you.
I enjoyed every minute. I was saying since the beginning that was the bad choice, that they should have gone Mac Jones or Justin Fields, if anything.
Yeah, Justin Fields.
Trey Lance. I was
a Fields guy in that draft.
I was never a Mac Jones fan, but I knew he fit. I mean, he's a Brock Purdy. It's like the original plan was well known that Kyle wanted to get Kirk for that offense. You just it's game manager for that offense.
Kirk Cousins in San Francisco would honestly be a really he would be a perennial.
If Jimmy G didn't have that like 5-game stretch that was like everyone's going like Jimmy G versus Peyton Manning, you know. Speaking of Peyton Manning, that guy saw him in that Indy fan saw Peyton Manning in the grocery store.
I thought it was Anthony Richardson.
That was the joke.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, it's Peyton Manning.
Okay, good. I saw the video and I didn't read the caption.
That was a pretty funny video. Oh man, I can't believe they wasted 3 ones on a bum like Trey Lance.
Yeah, especially when you see what those ones turned into. It turned into Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Bradley Chubb.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And you know what's funny is they're still going to make the NFC Championship, and Miami's going to struggle to make the playoffs.
Unless they trade Nick Bosa, you see some Redditors saying it's going to happen.
Yeah, but then you see Nick Bosa's agent say it's not going to happen earlier today.
I didn't see that. Yeah, I always saw there's a bunch of fans like, I will become a Trump supporter if Nick Bosa is traded to my team.
Hell yeah, come to Cincinnati, brother. I'm fickle in politics. I'll do whatever it takes for the Bengals to win a Super Bowl. Can you imagine him going to
the other part of the Trey Lance saga is Jerry Jones didn't tell Dak or Mike McCarthy that he was going to trade for Trey Lance.
Mike McCarthy, he doesn't owe Dak a call about that, but yeah, not telling Mike McCarthy is kind of weird.
Yeah. Another quarterback who has been cut, Matt Corral.
That is today. That's weird. I mean, I know they got Bryce and Andy, but it's just weird.
I would absolutely screw Holton Allers. I want Matt Corral in the practice squad.
Yeah, no, that would be way better. That's an elite practice squad quarterback.
That's someone we can develop. Well, and you better believe that both Monty and Lane are calling Pete to say, pick him up. Well, you remember that old picture from the combine in, was it 21 or 22 of Pete Carroll meeting Matt Corral with Lane and Monty Kiffin with like the biggest smile on his face?
Yeah.
Hey, bring him in. Let him develop.
Shoot, there was a picture talking about Panthers quarterbacks. Just remind me of this picture. I wonder if I can find it online here. But here it is. Perfect. Speaking of Panthers quarterbacks,
is it the video of them all walking out and Bryce Young?
No, it's not that one. Actually, it's not that one. That one's a couple weeks old at this point. No, it's this one. This picture: rookie Andy Dalton versus modern Andy Dalton. It's like,
wow, he looks great.
He looks good now, man. He looked terrible as a rookie. Honestly, it's a pretty good looking ginger. Great. I won't lie.
He's got wave. He's got some wave going. It looks great.
He's got some gray in his beard too. Like that's a grizzled vet right there. That's a grizzled vet.
He's the next He's the next Fitzpatrick.
Exactly. He's Ginger Fitzmagic. Soulless Fitzmagic. Fitzmattress? No, Magic. There we go. Fitzmattress. Honestly, there's your next sponsor, Ryan. He's
working for YouTube TV now. You got to add out there.
I did see that. That
was pretty good too.
Yeah. Oh man.
Any other interesting ones you got? I got an interesting one. Caillou Blue Kelly. Hell of a pickup.
Yeah,
Very
I like
happy
that
with
one.
that.
Yeah, he made some plays in the Ravens preseason, honestly. The preseason they went
I
1
can't
and
believe
2
they
and let
cut
me
him.
stress. Yeah, they didn't really make sense. He was only like a 5th round pick. He made plays. It was kind of a weird cut. Oh, wait. I do know one that pissed me off. The Colts cut Darius Rush and the Chiefs cut him. That pissed me off.
That was so stupid. That was
I didn't get it
who'd
when
you
they
cut
cut
him
him.
for? Who's better than on your team?
The Colts are a train wreck, man, honestly. That's why we have them going 3-14.
Well, and you know what we're saying is they're getting Marvin Harrison.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, another cut. Colt McCoy getting cut.
That's true. That is true. He hasn't been picked up by anyone, has he? It's weird. He'd be a good backup.
If they start Clayton Tune, that would be amazing.
I hope so, man. I want to see Clayton Tune live in October.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be Dobbs. They should. I don't know why they traded a pick for Dobbs when they could have had Greer.
Yeah, I don't know. But technically, they made that trade before the last preseason game. I think they made it before the Trey Lance trade too, so they might not have known Greer.
Well, everyone knew that Greer. They said they told him like a couple days before that they were going to cut him, but you're going to start.
I must have missed that. That's pretty sick, actually. Good on Will. You know, gosh, that's 3 guys in the Bengals QB room with a chip on their shoulder. I freaking love it.
Doug Peterson cut his own son.
I did see that. Ah, man, tough business.
Hey,
did they sign him back on the practice squad?
Okay,
I don't know. Let me see. Let's do NFL practice squads. There's probably like an NFL. Yeah, here NFL.com practice squad tracker. I bet they brought him back on the practice squad.
Did Matt Landers get picked up anywhere?
I have no idea. Let's find out. AFC South. Tight end. Yep, Josh Peterson back on the practice squad. And that was like, hey, I'm got bad news for you, son, but I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning still, anyways. Matt Landers. He's in Seattle. Seattle brought him back.
Good.
Let's see. Aesop Winston, Wazoo great. Cade Johnson.
Levi Bell. We kept him. I didn't think
Hardy Burns,
honestly.
Hardy Burns.
They got him back on the practice squad?
Yeah.
Woo.
Jackson Kirkland back on the Bengals practice squad. Let's go. Sidney Jones on the practice squad too. Interesting.
It was a rough day for Huskies today.
It was a rough
Myles
day.
Gaskin, Keith Taylor.
Gaskin hasn't been picked up yet either.
No, he did. He's in the Vikings.
Good. Did the Vikings sign him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was just looking at practice squads then. So yeah. There you go. Welcome to Minnesota.
They claimed him. They claimed
Minnesota.
him.
Need to add 2 wins to your schedule there, Vikings. Blow horn, skull. Now before I get canceled, my friends up north, do we want to start heading into some game by game picks?
Let's get to it. We've been wasting too much time.
Yeah, we had a nice little intro there. It's been a while since we talked. I think
it has been a while, and it's big stuff happened. We're a day from college football, and cut downs just happened.
Yeah. Well, me and Robert talked before the show started. We are actually going to cover both divisions today because guess what? Each division only has their divisional games left to cover. So we're going to cover them both. So this wheel spin is just for which one goes first.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be AFC West.
It will be AFC West. There you go. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's AFC West. So there you go. Congratulations to the AFC West. Congratulations to the NFC South. I know we've been talking about this one being controversial for a while, and guess what? It ends up being the last one we talk about. So
keeping the excitement going.
We're going to talk about the Denver Broncos first and foremost because they did finish last in the division last year. Let's bring up the Broncos off season.
Oh, isn't one of their players might go to prison for gambling?
I did see that.
He was part of the Russ trade too. He was the 4th round that went to Denver.
Oh, really? There you go. The offseason report for Denver. Acquisitions. Mike McGlinchey.
They had a fun offseason.
Zach Allen, Ben Powers. I mean, they signed some solid players. Samaje Perine, my beloved. Rustin Power.
I think they had some fun. I like Zach Allen. I think Zach Allen's a solid guy. I don't want to bring him in.
He's all right.
I think losing Draymond is a bigger loss than bringing in Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
Dalton Reisner's still a free agent.
Dalton Reisner's still out there, man. Honestly, that's crazy because he's a good freaking player too. It's wild that he's still available. Billy Turner, Cameron Fleming. Shoot, I think Cameron Fleming might actually have been re-signed too. He signed somewhere, I know.
Honestly, not a bad draft class for how little picks they had.
Yeah, Marvin Mims, Drew Sanders, Riley
Moss, good value for probably the best linebacker in the class, in my opinion, at 67.
Picks, especially when Dan Campbell's son is going in 18 overall to his dad's team. Jack Campbell's
Skinner,
not actually
my faves.
Dan Campbell's my faves. Riley Moss, I like him at 83. That's a solid pickup. People meme on Riley Moss just because he's a white corner. He's a good fucking player too. Like, let's not lose that.
Is he? Yeah, he's the first white corner in a long time.
He's the first white corner in the NFL in like almost like 20 years. It's kind of crazy. Jeez. They build them different in Iowa, man. Build them different in Iowa, but fun stuff, man.
Kirk Ferentz said something stupid today.
No, what do you do?
His favorite is like, I might get fired if I say this, but my favorite win was the 6-4 game. I was like, oh my God. Well, first of all, you're never getting fired. He's been there for like 30 years at this point.
He's a lifer at this point. He's a lifer.
I think I don't know how much longer he's got. I've been saying this for a while, but like, grow up to Iowa after this year could be fun.
He wouldn't be a good fit, honestly. He's from there, I guess. Iowa's built too much for reputation, honestly.
Well, it's probably going to be Brian Ferentz anyways.
Exactly. It's gonna be. Cool, but let's get into these games. I think I'm much lower on Denver than you are. I know
I think you are.
Hinted at that before. I'm gonna start off. In my opinion, they're gonna lose to the Raiders in week 1.
Wow, I disagree. I don't think they're gonna lose to the Raiders.
Talk me out of it.
Denver week 1 is they're pretty historically good on openers at home in Denver. I remember a pretty good Seahawks team lost to a really bad Denver team 2018 week 1 in Denver.
Sure.
I think there will be a bit of growing pains with Jimmy G with brand new team. While Russ, there is some continuity there. I think that's what's going to do it for me.
Interesting. I like the theory. I like the approach. On the topic of continuity, Sean Payton, new head coach. Yes, he's been the head coach in the NFL before, so it's not the same growing pains per se, but it is new roster, new system. And the Raiders have dominated the Broncos for the past 4 years. Oh yeah. Really? Oh yeah. Let me show this to you. The that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on, let me get the right one up here. Denver and Las Vegas. Yeah, here we go. Guess the last year. They play twice a year. Guess the last year the Broncos beat the Raiders.
18?
Okay, that's 19. But still, that's 4 seasons ago. That's 4 seasons ago. They haven't beaten the Raiders.
Jeez.
And that's not a good Raiders team.
That's the John Gruden Raiders, too.
That's the John Gruden. And not even last year. Last year was the McDaniels Raiders.
All right, I'll give it to you. I'll let you have it. All right. I think they're not beating the Chiefs. I'm sorry. The streak's continuing.
No, yeah. Chiefs are I think there's we might only have 1 loss on the Chiefs. But
I'm going to give them 2. I'm going to give them 2.
All right. We'll talk about it at that point. So they're getting swept by the Chiefs here over the course of 3 weeks. Okay, perfect.
There's no shot they're going to win one of those. No shot.
Going into the bye, lose to the Bills, beat the Vikings, beat the Browns, beat the Texans. They split the Chargers last year.
I think they split again.
Okay, I like that. And here we go in Vegas, week 18. All right, what's the Broncos record? 7-9. They're not making the playoffs. Granted, the Raiders aren't either.
Raiders are going to be going for draft position, I feel like.
You're probably right. We'll have them end the streak in a meaningless game for both sides. How about that? Good for you, Denver. You ended your streak against the freaking Las Vegas Raiders. Congratulations.
That's progress. That's progress for the Broncos.
Because they had Nathaniel Hackett last year. If they didn't make progress, we'd have serious questions. That's Sean Payton saying that, by the way.
Now, here's something interesting. Does Russ get benched this year?
Let's see. So going into let's see, where are they at week 13 here? So they're 1-1, 2-2, 2-4. They're looking at 3-5 at the bye, 3-6. Then they rattle off 3 in a row here. So they're looking at 6
I don't think he'll
6.
get benched with this happening, but there's like some smoke around it that Sean Payton isn't afraid to bench him.
Yeah.
I wonder what Russ we're going to see.
Honestly, no, not if this were to happen. Not if this were to happen. Although it would be brutal when 3 in a row to get to 6-6 just to drop another 3 in a row. That's tough. Tough luck. But anyways, any more thoughts on Denver? I know. Okay, actually, I know this New England one is one that we wanted to explore.
I like Russ's record against New England. I don't know what Sean Payton's record is, but it is, at Denver week 16. That's pretty tough. Russ is a bad play call away from being undefeated against Belichick.
New Orleans did beat the Patriots in 2021, and that was a solid Patriots team too. So that was the year they actually made the playoffs.
I think 3 in a row right there. I think I don't see that happening with Sean Payton and Russ. I think that's pretty tough.
I mean, we got them losing 3 in a row at another point in this game. No, I guess we don't. 2. Yeah, I guess we don't actually. Now I think about it.
And those are against the much better teams too. I don't think Patriots are going to be very good.
Gosh, what a stretch here. Denver has the Jets, the Chiefs, the Packers, the Chiefs again, and the Bills.
Oh gosh,
that is
the toughest there is.
Yeah, other than that Packers game at home, that's like sheesh, man.
I'll let you have the Raiders week 1.
Okay, fine. It doesn't make a difference. They're still making the playoffs. 9-8 is not going to make the playoffs in the AFC this year.
I think 9-8 looks better for them. The Raiders.
The Raiders.
McDaniels.
The 3-10 Raiders.
That's not a good team, man. What happened to them? All the hype of Derek Carr and Devontae are best friends.
Yeah, they still got Devontae, man. They brought in Jokinen. So who they lost? They lost Rockison.
Doesn't say Darren Waller.
Yeah, they should have Darren Waller on this list too. Denzel Perryman, Foster Moreau, Daron Harmon, Mac Hollins, Andrew Billings. Yeah, they lost. They lost both tight ends, and then they brought in 2 others in Austin Hooper and Michael Mayer.
Hooper that was a good ad. He's going to do well there. They got Josh Jacobs back.
Got Josh Jacobs under contract. Jacoby Myers to be new wide receiver 2 across from Devontae. That's not bad.
Yeah, I bet you could do worse.
Jimmy G at quarterback, probably about the same level as Carr, honestly. We'll see. Although he is reunited with Josh McDaniels. So Mark Epps, that's a good guy to bring in there. A couple, and they don't have Marcus Peters on this list either. That's another guy they added. So Marcus Peters as well. It's probably what 30 something years old. He's corner 1 in Las Vegas. So there you go. Definitely fits their style though. I will say that.
Yeah, proud jumper.
Yeah. So
he finally came back to UW now that Jimmy's gone.
Well, he did. So
the first season that Jimmy's gone and he comes back and talks to the guys. Hey, I respect that he still cares about UW. I respect it.
The last game he played in last year, he punched a Bengals player.
There you go.
Flagged for it. So there you go. I'm not.
Is Marcus Peters from Seattle or was he?
No, he's from Oakland.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
He fits. He's a Raider.
He's definitely a Raider. Yeah, sure. You probably grew up a Raiders fan, honestly. So there you go. That makes sense. But here we go. Actually, has Marcus Peters ever hit free agency? Now I think about it, before this offseason, because he got drafted by KC.
He got traded
to the Rams, and then got traded to the Ravens, and he's been with the Ravens since then. I don't know if he's ever been a free agent. First free agency, he goes to the Raiders. There you go. Good for him.
I remember when he threw the flag into the stands. That was pretty funny. He's an underrated psycho in the NFL. I love him. He's a guy I find fun to watch.
Yeah, here you go. So
let's look at their draft class.
So I like their draft class for them. I mean,
I was never the biggest Tyree Wilson fan, Aiden O'Connell is everyone's favorite.
I like Jack Bennett, actually. I think that's a good get in round 4.
Michael Mayer at 35.
Michael Mayer at 35 is a great get. Value.
Byron Young, I liked both of them.
Let's see. Christopher Smith, honestly, in round 5. Yeah, I'm not opposed to this draft.
Nothing wrong with taking a Georgia defender anywhere in the draft,
Right.
You'll never find me complaining.
Yeah, no, it's a solid draft. It's not gonna, it's not gonna light the world on fire here, but I like some of the additions they made.
I think Michael Mayer is gonna be definitely their best addition. I think they definitely plug that. I think that's probably. Did they trade Waller before or after the draft?
Way before. They traded him like day 1 of free agency.
Yeah.
So
it plugs that hole. All right, let's see what we got.
So
here.
The Raiders, let's see. So we're at 3-10 right now. So only 4 more games to project.
I think the Chiefs are going to drop a game to the Raiders. Oh, wait, no. Whoops. We got one first. Chargers won. Give it to the Chargers.
Where's the Chargers? Oh, yeah, there you go. 4. Yeah, there you go.
I think the Chiefs will come into the black hole and will lose to the Raiders because it's division. Really weird.
Mahomes has never lost a road divisional game. I could see him dropping one to the Raiders, but I think it's an Arrowhead. Especially with the Raiders coming off a mini bye here.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I think we're just flipping the where. And the Raiders,
I think they split the chart.
Split the Chargers, yeah.
Sweep.
I thought we had a
Chargers sweep. Chargers sweep.
Really? Because the Raiders have kind of had the Chargers number, at least.
I think Chargers are going to need to sweep to make the playoffs.
Okay.
I think they're going to be a bit more motivated. If we look at the
I don't think the Raiders go 4-13. I think we need to look at this a little bit. I think they're better than 4-13.
I think so too.
They do have a tough schedule. Let's look at this game by game.
Give them the Bears. Give them the Bears on week 7.
Okay. Give them the Bears week 7. They do have a really tough schedule. So
they have a brutal schedule.
Yeah, we gotta beat the Vikings.
Colts.
I think we can give them the Colts too. Split the Broncos.
7 or 6.
6-11. 6-11 is way more reasonable. Yeah,
I think with their hard schedule, you can justify that.
Yeah, and look at that. Colts dropped into the last place in the AFC. So good for. Actually, they already were. Never mind. Marvin Harrison. Actually, now do the Colts end up with the higher draft pick than the Cardinals now by this metric? Let's see. Strength of schedule. Is there a way to measure this real fast? I feel like there used to be, that you could do the draft order.
I think we can find it.
Oh, here we go. Draft order right here at the bottom. The Colts finished with the first overall pick. Oh, man. Cardinals fans would be pissed. Oh, man.
That is not a good team. The Colts are bad, especially with the Jonathan Taylor stuff.
Yeah.
Quentin Nelson, has he really regressed? Or is he just no one
a little bit, but like it not very much, honestly. He's still a good player.
He's a guard, so it's not like he's gonna be someone who
look at where the Colts are at though. If Sam Howell, let's see. So Sam Howell, Commanders at 4-13. Commanders go 4-13 means Sam Howell was a bust. Think about it. The Colts, they're taking trades from the Cardinals, Bucks, and Commanders. They would get the biggest draft haul of all time for that number 1 overall pick for Caleb.
Unless
for sure.
Anthony Richardson's the biggest bust of all busts.
In which case they can just do what the Cardinals did and trade him like they did for Rosen. They would get a haul for that pick if they traded it, though, man. And the literal next 4 teams are all going to be are going to be bidding war against each other for that pick. That would be so fun. That combine would be so fun. Just there'd be constant news coming out of it, like Commanders up their offer. Oh, Bucks up there. Oh man, I would love that.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Oh, there you go. Plus Kyler would be on the move too. So
Chargers. Let's head to it.
Let's look at. So we only have 2 games to project for the Chargers, and they're both the Chiefs games.
So we're basically doing the Chargers and the Chiefs right now.
We're doing the Chargers and the Chiefs right now. So let's talk about Chiefs first. Might as well talk about Chiefs first.
But they did
like John Taylor.
Not as good as Orlando Brown.
They lost two tackles and picked up two tackles. They replaced Orlando Brown and Andrew Wiley with Donovan Smith and Donovan Smith. There you go. And Jawan Taylor. I think that's a steep downgrade at left tackle, but a steep upgrade at right tackle. So I call a wash.
They didn't really add anything too interesting other than that, to be honest.
No, didn't Menahue get
who's all right?
He got suspended for something too, I think.
Gambling. Richie James, yeah, he'll be fine. He's getting balls from Mahomes. Doesn't really matter. Juju Smith-Schuster, like, not a huge loss. Juan Thornhill's a bit of a loss. Mecole Hardman never really.
Who's getting more balls from Mahomes, Richie James or Chris Collinsworth?
Mecole Hardman never lived up to the potential. Frank Clark,
no,
solid, but they got what's his name, Karlaftis, to step into his role.
Yep. Well, Frank Clark's went to Denver too, I guess. But there was another guy in Denver that we didn't talk about. Frank Clark's in Denver, so there you go. Yeah, they lost the biggest name on either list. Went to their biggest rival right now, Orlando Brown. Yeah. So there you go. Good luck, Kansas City.
All right, draft. I was never the biggest Felix Anudike-Uzomah fan. I was never his biggest fan, to be honest.
I was never a big Rashee Rice guy.
Me neither.
Wanya Morris, I did not like Wanya Morris. He looked slow, unathletic, just like a big guy that didn't really bring a lot, in my opinion.
Well, you know who also looked like that, though? Especially at the Combine?
Orlando Brown. That's true. Hey, but Orlando Brown's
from Oklahoma.
Full-time Pro Bowler. Oh, that's true. They're both from Oklahoma, too.
Oh, Orlando Brown had one of the worst combines ever. His bench, that was bad.
He has just long arms, though.
I know. It's horrible. What was 40 was also really bad, too.
And still, he ended up, guess what? Tape ended up being tape. He ended up playing like a first-round pick, is what he should have been all along. Let's see.
Yeah,
anything else?
It does nothing. None of this matters, though.
Yeah.
They still
at the end of the day, they still got the best player on the planet. So let's go look at the Chargers offseason now. Pretty much nothing in free agency. They brought Eric Kendricks in to replace Drew Tranquill. Okay. Trey Pipkins they brought back.
Middling inside linebackers. Woo.
Yeah.
I think it's been pretty clear in both the McVay and Staley schemes that interior linebackers mean nothing.
And Sear Adderley retired. That's kind of a tough loss, honestly. Losing safeties, a good safety.
He was solid safety.
Yeah. Decent. I like their first two. I like their first two picks here. Quentin Johnson. He's looked good so far.
Thule's looked pretty good as well. Both their top two picks have both looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I was really questioning Thule's size, to be honest, especially in that scheme. It was kind of weird to me. I like Dion Henley too as well, so he's gonna be fun to watch. He's a real athlete. Other than that,
not much really, to say. Not inspired by the rest of this draft, honestly. No. Darius Davis is a pure kick returner. He's pure kick returner. So Max Duggan didn't even make the roster. He's on the practice squad. Just kind of honestly, I thought they did good in these first two. Talked about Henley a little
Quentin
bit.
Johnson's going to be fun with that deep ball. He's going to be fun with that arm.
Yeah, day 3. Shoot, Quentin Johnston and Mike Williams. That's a fun duo for a few years. And they still got Keenan Allen in tow, too. So
I think, Keenan Allen's on us the last couple of years, probably. But we've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, it's true. He'll be around forever, it feels like. What is this, year 11 for him? So
yeah, cool. 2012, I think.
So we're looking at
I'm calling a split. I think they lose their first one, win their second. Chiefs win first, lose second.
I think the Chiefs
they're coming off a bye.
I was gonna reverse again just because of the home away thing. Mahomes only wins.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give it to you.
So I think Chargers win in KC, but then Chiefs win week 18. So there you go.
Ooh.
What?
Let's wait a minute here. Let's look at week 18.
What's it? What
They're
team?
15-2. There's no one even sniffing them. They're not going to
Okay,
play
let's
anybody.
go. Let's go team by team here. Okay.
No. I'm talking. Oh, you want to go back team by team?
Oh, we can look. We can look. But let's see if we can find losses here. I don't think we're going to find a lot of losses.
No, I don't think we're going to
Lions? No. Maybe, but I'm not going to project it. No. Already did. No. Man. This is one I could see getting a little weird.
Not Tua. I don't think Tua is good enough to do it.
We'll see. It is in Germany. Weird stuff happens in Germany. Again, this one's kind of a coin flip. We'll just give it to the Chiefs because it's at home.
It's at home.
No.
I could see doing the Bills. I could see the Bills.
Yeah.
Off a bye.
Man, they're so freaking lucky, man. I hate the Chiefs. They get the Eagles, Bills, and Bengals all at home.
That's some bullshit.
Dumb. I mean, I know it's the way the math of the schedule works out, but dumb. Maybe the Bills because the Bills are coming off a bye.
Give it to the Bills.
I don't want to because I think it drops the Bengals to 4 though. Fine. Yeah, we'll give it to the Bills. Actually, you know what? Here's how we balance that out. There we go. Week 17.
That's
Let's
a
do
skid.
it.
That's a skid.
Yeah, there you go. And it drops and brings the Bengals up to the 1 seed. There you go. That's something we can all agree on now. Actually, you know what? If we do that, we have to put the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We have to give the Chiefs a win over the Raiders. So sorry, Raiders, 5-12 now. That's still probably about where
we have them at. We have them at 13-5.
Now we got the Chiefs at 14-3.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so there you go. Bills,
AFC,
Patriots,
NFC, South.
and the Chargers. So let's talk about before we do NFC South, AFC playoff field finalized here. We're talking.
There's some fun.
Chiefs get the 1 seed.
Some really fun matchups. Those are some really fun matchups.
Yeah, honestly, and a little rematch of the Vontaze Burfict
Bowl.
No. With no Vontaze Burfict or Antonio Brown this time. Bills Chargers.
You know who will be there though? Joey Porter Jr. There's a Joey Porter.
Will be there. Oh, there's a Joey Porter, and Adam Jones will probably be like on the stand or in the on the sidelines because he's a Bengals super fan now. Which all former players should be, honestly. Chargers Bills, that's gonna be a fun wild card game. If it snows like it did last year, I'm that Bills would probably take it, but then again, they didn't do it last year. Shoot, has Justin Herbert ever played in the snow? Maybe when he was at Oregon.
Wazoo, maybe.
Gosh, man, yeah, LA playing in Buffalo,
and then two upstart teams.
Yeah, and then two upstart teams. Yeah, that both start with.
That's a fun slate. That's a fun slate.
That's a fun AFC slate.
Let's move over to NFC South because I'm still a little on East Coast time and I'm a little sleepy.
That's fair. That is fair, man. Let's see, 2022. Okay, here's the funny thing about last year's NFC South. I don't know what team was first. Technically, the Falcons are first, actually, because 3 teams went 7-10 and 1 team went 8-9. So the only thing I can guarantee is the Bucs are the last team we're going to talk about. But the Falcons,
Panthers or Falcons? Falcons, yeah. Falcons were Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Fun draft class, if I remember.
Honestly, they had a fun offseason. I'm not going to be surprised if all said and done. I think
Falcons or Saints are going to win the AFC South.
I think so too, man. Let's talk about it though. So for the Falcons, look at the games.
That's a fun offseason.
Jesse Bates brought back Caleb McGarry, David Onyemata from their division rival New Orleans, Lorenzo Carter getting him, Caden Ellis, Bud Dupree, not big time player anymore like he once was, but still solid. Mac Hollins, decent. Taylor Heineke to be the backup quarterback. I like that. Mike Hughes can play a little bit. Calais Campbell, still a player, even at his current age. I actually think Eddie Goldman might not even be on the roster anymore. I think there was something weird that happened there. No, he's still in Atlanta, it looks like. Placed on exempt. Oh, hold on. Here's the article that I'm referencing. Placed on exempt left squad list on July 29th. There you go. I didn't realize there was an exempt left squad list, but apparently there is. Yeah. Eddie Goldman is not on the Falcons anymore, I suppose, is what it sounds like. Weird. But anyways, he was retired anyways, so maybe he changed his mind about being retired and then changed it right back.
Take a look at that draft class, but Jesse Bates is a great ad.
Bijan, love it. Great player, best running back in years. And after that, it's a little. I like Clark Phillips.
He's solid in round 4, but Bijan's gonna be so fun. He's looked good in preseason. He's gonna be fun to watch. A creative running game from.
He's gonna be their offense, which always makes me a little skeptical when I'm looking at a team and it's like, oh, their running back is the player I'm most excited about. That worries me.
You know what team that won't be? I don't think that's going to be the Saints. Not for 6 games.
No player makes me think that's excited about. But you're right, Alvin Kamara.
I'm higher on Derek Carr. I think.
I guess I like Chris Olave. I guess.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's get into the Falcons' schedule here. I
think they win game 1.
I think so too. There you go. So they're up to 5-7.
Rookie
Packers lose to yep.
I think
beat the Texans.
I give them. You give them the Bucs?
I'm giving them the Bucs. I'm really low on the Bucs this year.
Me too. They're going to be bad.
I think they could sweep the Bucs. Here we go.
Ooh,
a big rivalry game, and both have a bye week. I'm giving it to Atlanta.
I'll give you that because they're at home.
Yeah, I think they sweep the Bucs. I think the Panthers get them in the second time around.
I like Saints here at the Superdome,
and I think the Saints
playoff.
I think the Saints can do a split. Yeah. It may end up being there. There you go, 8-9. I think that's.
It's going to be a playoff game. Yep.
Yeah, honestly, it probably will be.
All right, next to the Panthers.
I believe you are correct, my friend. But let me just confirm.
Yeah, they were 9th. They were 9th.
Where was the Saints? Oh yeah, Saints were 10. Actually, per the NFL standings official, the Saints are actually next. They're both 7 and 10. It's weird. Yeah, we'll go. We'll do the Saints next.
All right, my
2020
to win the AFC South.
I guess we'll find out here.
I think they lost. I think they had some tough losses on the free agency.
Let's not forget they are going to be missing Alvin Kamara for the first 6 games of the season.
I know.
So Derek Carr, they brought him in. I don't, and I know I'm a big Andy Dalton fan because that was my childhood quarterback, but I don't think 2023 Andy Dalton and 2023 Derek Carr are as far apart as we like to make it out to be. I think Andy Dalton's a really good backup, and I think Derek Carr is probably at the stage in his career a really good backup.
I disagree. I think that Derek Carr still has starting material in the tank. Let's see here. Nothing too interesting here. Jamal Williams is fun.
Derek
Carr is a good get.
Did they bring back Jarvis Landry? I thought Jarvis Landry was still a free agent.
Kalen Saunders is a good ad. I've always liked him. Losing Onyemata and Shy Tuttle, that's pretty tough for their interior.
Yeah, Jarvis Landry's straight up on the wrong list here.
Marcus Davenport, that was always so weird.
Yeah, that blew up in their face. They could have had Lamar too. It's funny.
Let's take a look at
trading
that
multiple firsts for a decent. I mean, Marcus
their
Davenport's
drafts
have
but confused me a lot lately. Brian Bressee's not a very good player. I'm sorry.
No, Isaiah. I like that one. That's a good pick. 40. I like that 40.
Yeah. Jake Haener, honestly, does he start later?
He might at some point. He might. I liked Nick Saldivari coming out. He's raw. He's not going to contribute year one, but I like
Old Dominion. But he has really good measurables.
Yeah. A.T. Perry's actually a solid player.
Not solid. Vertical offense down there. But yeah, Brian Bresee, we'll have to see because injuries is he had some. I think he had some messed up knees, right?
Yeah, it's
that was 2 not very good white players in the first round in a row.
Wait, who was that for Bresee? Oh, Trevor Penning. That's right. Yeah. It's rough. They need to stop doing that. New Orleans, stop drafting white linemen on either side of the ball. Actually, it worked out with Ryan Ramczyk. Now I think about it, so there's a win there.
That's true, but Ryan Ramczyk was not a well-known idiot like Penning was.
Like Trevor Penning, yeah. Okay, cool. So getting into New Orleans schedule.
I think they beat Panthers week 2.
I disagree, actually. No Alvin Kamara, Panthers at home. This is going to be like the Bryce Young game.
No. I don't. He's not going to be ready. And you instantly gave the Falcons week 1. He's not going to.
Yeah, and I think the Falcon. Yeah, but wait, hold on. The Falcons game is in Atlanta. This is his
that doesn't matter
game.
To me though. I don't think Bryce.
This is no Alvin Kamara. No Alvin Kamara.
They're 2 bad teams.
And still, when one team is still missing their best offensive player, it's still a factor, especially when it's 2 teams that I think are pretty much equivalent.
I think the Panthers, or I think the Saints are better, and I think week 2 with a rookie quarterback is still going to be it's going to be an issue, man. It's a rookie quarterback.
What about Dennis Allen? It's the Saints head coach. Do you think he's going to game plan for rookie quarterback? This isn't Bill Belichick we're talking.
I think I want this one for the Saints.
Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna disagree. We're gonna disagree. I'll put the Saints, but honestly, if you did put the Panthers going 0-6 when Alvin Kamara's out. Oh wait, this is the Panthers schedule. Hold on.
Oh, what?
Saints. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Still going 1-5 when Alvin Kamara's out.
Oh, I know. I still think it's the rookie quarterback is the factor for me. I think these Bucs are going to be bad.
September 18th, we're at war. September 18th, Monday Night Football. Me and you are at war.
Yes, Saints all the way.
Panthers, keep it pounding. Keep pounding. It's like
is who day or no?
Who dat? It's who dat. Who Dat's Bengals.
Oh no! I
keep pounding versus who dat.
I betrayed you. I betrayed you.
Get off. I'm kicking you. But yeah, let's keep going here.
Who's going to be playing quarterback for the Bucs week 4?
It'll still be Baker at this point.
At the Superdome.
I'll go Saints.
All right, let's get forward. Panthers. I'll give you this one. Saints beat the Bucs.
I'm not Saints sweep. There you go. So the Saints do end up winning the division. On it, but look at this. Wait, hold on. So they win the division. If they lose to the Panthers week 2, though, the whole thing changes.
Yeah,
but I'll give it to you. For now.
That O-line. Bryce is going to be seeing ghosts the first couple of weeks. That is not a good O-line in Carolina.
Yeah, but who do the Saints got rushing the passer other than Cameron Jordan? Other than Cam Jordan.
What's the guy we're just Brian Bresee?
Yeah, exactly, man. They lost Marcus Davenport. They've been missing Trey Hendrickson for a few years. They are long past having like this great pass rush. It's gone now.
I know, but I don't think it will matter though. I remember shitty pass rushes were sacking Russ 8 times a game.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to suffer that. I remember Noah Spence had like 4 sacks against that 2017 Seahawks Bucks game still haunts me. That one still haunts me. Noah Spence had like 4 sacks that game.
I do remember that 2017 Bucks Seahawks game. That was weird. Panthers, fun offseason. Brought in a couple Bengals. Maybe that's why I'm high on them. Brought in a couple Cincy guys.
Von Bell, Miles Sanders,
Dalton,
Hayden Hurst, good at. Shai Tuttle.
DJ
Chark. Honestly, pretty solid offseason.
Miles Sanders to be RB1. Yeah, I like what they did. I think they're going
to have some growing pains early, but I think they'll figure it out more as they go. I like their draft, honestly, because I liked Mingo and I like Robinson. DJ Johnson at 80 was horrible.
That's terrible. That's dumb. I love Bryce.
That was so funny that he sucker punched a Oregon State fan on the field.
I did see that. That's what I remembered him, honestly. That's what I most remembered him by.
That's what I remember him by, too. That was funny as hell.
And Chandler's Ball. I like Chandler's Ball in the 4th. Yeah, it's true.
Tradition
with Garrett Blunt.
Sucker punching people.
And I like Chandler Zavala in the fourth, actually. And
Yeah.
I like Bryce Young. I still like Bryce Young. He looked really good in preseason. So,
it'll take some adjusting, but
as long as he's healthy, as
long
as they don't rookie year Joe Burrow him is my concern.
I am very worried. That's my thing that I'm worried the most about because, oh my God, Icky looks horrible.
Might as well talk Bucks too while we're here.
Have you seen how bad Icky looks though?
I have, yeah.
What happened to him, man? I'm so the thing I'm most excited about the Bucks is the creamsicle jerseys.
Oh yeah. It's
I'm so excited.
When are they wearing those? I think they already announced the game they're wearing them for too. Buccaneers uniform schedule. Buccaneers announced 2023 home game themes. Let's see what team they wearing the creamsicles against. They are wearing the creamsicles against the Detroit Football Lions.
I wish we were playing the Bucks this year, and we could have gone creamsicle versus Seahawks throwback.
Why are they only wearing them once, man? I mean, are they going to wear the pewter twice for their alternate? Hold on, because you can wear home. You can wear an alternate up to 3 times. So they're only going to wear the pewter twice.
These uniform rules are so stupid.
Honestly, yeah, let them wear however often they wear. Honestly, yeah, they pissed me off because at the for the Bengals at least, they should be allowed to wear their white helmets whenever they wear white. They should wear them on the road. They should wear them whenever they want because they look amazing. They should be their primary away uniforms.
They had it right with Color Rush. They had it right.
Yep. 2023.
I felt like I was like one of the only people who liked Color Rush.
I did like Color Rush, honestly. They did some fun stuff with that. Okay, yeah, they haven't.
There was like only a few bad ones. The only bad ones were like the Jaguars one. It's pretty bad.
All right, what
was the other bad Color Rush? Do you remember?
Trying to think. Honestly, the Bills ones ended up being really like iconic. Honestly, they're still wearing those to this day. Trying to think if there are any other
are still wearing their Color Rush. Seahawks still wear them.
The Bengals were wearing them until last year when they got the new uniforms. They didn't need them anymore. Let's see. Saints still wear theirs.
Ravens
still wear theirs. Yep. Yeah, Ravens still wear theirs. One. I think the Raiders still wear theirs. Oh, Vikings still wear theirs. Wear theirs.
I loved Color Rush, man. Color Rush is great.
I'm going down the list of like teams. The Browns still wear theirs, I believe.
Who had that nice blue one? Was that the Dolphins? That was the Titans, maybe?
Titans. Well, Titans changed their uniforms. So
yeah, I liked. There was like a nice baby blue one.
Panthers might have been Panthers.
Oh, it was Panthers. I like that one. I think they might.
Let's see. 49ers don't wear theirs anymore. Oh, Steelers still wear theirs. Steelers still wear theirs with the yellow numbers. It's the yellow numbers.
I need to find that.
Hold on, let me bring it up for you. I'll show you. I'm on the Gridiron Uniform database. It's these ones right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me see actually. Saints, Patriots turned their Color Rush uniforms into our primary uniform, so technically.
Man, Color Rush was great.
I feel like the Raiders
Chargers still wear theirs.
Yeah, Chargers got all new ones, honestly. They just revamped. Which I guess you could say the same thing about the Bengals. The all whites were so popular that they made it their primary ways, essentially. So Denver does. Yep, Denver
Color Rush is their throwback.
Yep, correct. Oh, Cowboys too. Cowboys. They turned it was the white one. They just added a white helmet.
Giants look like they do.
I want to say the Giants. You're right. Yeah, the Giants were the white. Yeah. So they do too. Yeah, that's like the throwbacks. They have another one that's sort of like.
Some of these are awful. Some of these are great.
Yeah.
Dolphins were orange. Oh,
they wore them once, and it was against the Bengals in Cincinnati. It was weird. I remember that game.
Some interesting ones. What the hell is this team? I have no clue what team this is.
What does it look like? What color?
Oh, that's Falcons, maybe?
It's probably the Falcons. It's probably all red with black numbers.
It's all red with. It's all black with. Wait, let me scroll.
Oh, it could be the Niners. It could be the Niners.
Ooh, that might be the Niners, but it looks like it's
Could be the Cardinals too.
No, it's not the Cardinals. It's all red with black numbers.
I think that's Falcons.
Looks like it's that one running back who was there with Shanahan.
Oh, Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, Devontae Freeman. The Jags, Dijon Mustard is by far the worst.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we should probably get into the actual Buccaneers here.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back to actual football.
Bringing back Jamel Dean, Levante David, Anthony Nelson. They got your boy Ryan Neal. Got Matt Filer, Greg Gaines. Fun little
great ad. I wish we could honestly trade for him.
Baker Mayfield to be quarterback 1. Losses. Lost Sean Murphy Bunting. That's tough, actually. He's a good player. Mike Edwards.
The Bills coming due. Yep. But it says Akeem Hicks, Tampa Bay. I think they fucked that up too. Come on, PFF. You're making us pay for this crap.
Yeah, I'm actually
get it right at least if we have to pay for it, although we're doing it for free.
And then the draft got Kalijah Kancey. I know a guy we were both fans of.
But it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit their defense though.
No, it doesn't make sense. And he's hurt right now, anyways.
I like Yaya Diaby. I like them. He had a really good short shovel, so he's gonna stick around.
Jeez, they had a ton of picks after round 5. Look at this. Servassier, Dennis. Servassier, sorry, Dennis. Servassier, Dennis. Josh Hayes. What a like very flowy kind of first name, and then
it's Dennis. Great name. Hey, I've been following Pitt football. He was their captain, I think, too.
There you go. Along with Cam Bright, maybe. Josh Hayes.
It's so weird that it's a bunch of like some of the only schools playing defense right now are like former Big East schools. Because you got Syracuse, they're playing good defense. You got Pitt playing good defense.
Penn State.
Penn State was never Big East.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't. No. They went Big Ten in the 90s. They never went Big East.
Hold on.
I'm not even saying anything because I'm just waiting for how wrong you're about to be.
Currently the Big Ten.
They were
independent. Oh, yeah. Wow. They were independent for 100 years. That's crazy. Penn State was independent. That's wild.
I never really knew that until recently.
Okay, there you go. I knew they later.
There's two things. A lot of like former Big East schools and a lot of schools with orange. So like Illinois playing good defense too. It's so weird. I really don't, because like nobody's playing good defense right now.
Oregon State.
Oregon State. Yep, orange. You got it, man. It's orange.
Payne Durham, actually. Payne Durham and Trey Palmer. I like both of them. Two good guys right here. And I like to Carrington. Okay. I just want to confirm this because I feel like Carrington Valentine, we already talked about him, and we've been fooled by PFF on these.
Oh, they got Cody Mosh too.
Yup, Carrington Valentine's in Green Bay. I don't know why they listed him.
That's the second time that he's. Come on, PFF. This is
terrible.
This is pretty bad, actually.
Yeah, Carrington Valentine's
Cody Mosh as well. I thought 48 was a little high for him, but he's a goofy looking guy. He's fun. Yeah. Hey, they needed a new redhead now that Ryan Jensen got some stupid surgery.
Yeah, he might be.
His career's over. Yeah. And it wasn't even better for like long-term functionality either. It was so stupid.
Yep. All right.
This has been on the TB12 list.
There we go. Bucks and Panthers here. So we'll start with the Panthers. Actually, it doesn't really matter because the only games we have left to project are their games against the Bucks.
Sweep.
Panthers sweep. There we go. Panthers sweep. So there we go. Bucks at 2-15.
Do they pick above the Cardinals?
Oh yeah, let's check. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's find out. They might. Let's see. Draft order, they do. Oh, Caleb's going to Tampa, baby.
Or the Cardinals leap.
That's true. Yeah, Colts are going to be taking calls either way. So, shoot, what if the Cardinals
Drake May to Michael Penix number 2 overall?
What if the Cardinals just package 3 and 5 to get 1?
They probably need another first, though. They'd probably need next year's.
Well, probably need next year's first, but yeah. No, yeah. I mean, that's probably what the Cardinals would do. They would do 3 and 5 and next year's first to get 1. I could see that. And the Bucks get Drake May. That's a
and you know what? Prize. And I think the Colts would end up getting Marvin Harrison and Jared Verse.
Yeah.
That's
or one of the Olu or Josh Alt or Joe Alt too, because they need to start building up that O line a bit too. So
Joe Alt would be a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we got so fucked not having this year's draft class, not next year's.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Next year's is going to be insane, man. It's going to be
really good.
Cool.
They got Braylon Trice could be a top 10 pick, honestly.
I've heard that.
I think I'd say top 15. I think Rome's is first round. I think Rome's the first round receiver.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know. I think top 20. I think top 20.
Looking at these standings, Eagles finish in the NFC now. Eagles finish with the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm. And Lions with the 3 seed. Wow.
Yeah, because the freaking Saints suck.
Yeah.
What I guess is honestly comparing the AFC games versus the NFC games. That's lame.
Horrible. Yeah,
Niners
awful
destroy. This game will be entertaining for sure.
That'll be fun.
That'll be entertaining.
Seahawks going into the Superdome.
What if what if Jamal Williams does a Beastquake run? That would be great. Not for you, but it'd be funny.
Let's project some playoff games.
Let's do it. Let's just go through the list here. So let's start with let's go like AFC, NFC, because that's the way the actual games usually go. So here we go. Jags and Jets in Jacksonville. Do we get a
Trevor Lawrence? Trevor has playoff comeback experience.
Does. And Aaron Rodgers has experience choking in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, give me the Jags. I forgot it was Rodgers, to be honest.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
We'll go with Hawks over Saints.
I'd give it the Hawks.
I still hate the Saints. Don't hate them, but they're not good.
I think it being at home for the Bills really is the determining factor.
I think so too. I think Cowboys beat the Lions.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Let the Bengals expunge the demons of the Devontae.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. No, this game, honestly, they're going to be just showing like the last 2 minutes of that. Zach Taylor on Friday night before the game, depending on what time the game is. Obviously, it could be Saturday, Monday, or Sunday. Basically, Friday night, he's going to show the last 2 minutes of that game and just be like, "Remember this shit. Some of you guys were probably in middle school when this game happened, but I don't care."
There's no way anyone on the team that then is still on the team.
No, they're not. Literally, the last ones left this offseason. So, but it's saying it was like their punt. It was Kevin Huber and Clark Harris were like their punter and long snapper.
Of course, those are the last ones to be on the team.
They're the last ones, but still, the point is they're going to be like, hey, remember, Bengals Steelers playoff games can get wild. Don't let that be us last year. Remember. It's not about them. It's about us. We're going to take care of business. We swept them in the regular season, and guess what? We're going to beat them in the playoffs too, and that's exactly what they do. So give me the Cincinnati Bengals in – hold on. All home teams in the AFC win. And then the 49ers beat the Vikings.
Yeah.
That was fair. AFC games, total rematches of last year, except the site of Bengals Bills flips. And actually,
give me
rematch
the win.
There.
Give me the win. I want it.
I'm
biased. Give it to me, and you can have the Bengals win.
Deal. Eagles and Chiefs. There you go. So 3 years in a row of the same AFC championship and a Bird Bowl.
Eagles smoke us. I don't know. You put a fight on that one.
Bengals beat the Chiefs again.
Burrowhead,
baby.
Finally, are you? Oh, this will be a fun one.
Give it to me, baby. Give
it.
It's hypothetical. Bengals winning it all this year, man. That my official prediction was Bengals 49ers. So this feels pretty similar.
49ers didn't make it out of the divisional round.
Didn't make it out of the divisional round. They ran into the Geno Smith buzzsaw, which is so commonly.
Did we beat the Niners in the regular season? Can you check that for me?
Yeah,
I think we split. Yeah. I think we will split this year.
Yeah, 49ers. Yeah, you beat them at home
on a Thursday night. Pete Carroll primetime.
It's a Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving, man.
Oh yeah.
Pete so there you go.
Pete Carroll's never lost a Thanksgiving game. Primetime Pete.
Played. And the only one he played was also against the 49ers.
That was such a fun night. Richard Sherman and Russell Wilson eating turkey midfield. And like Richard Sherman was running around this the stands, like the base of the stands, holding the turkey on the platter. He's been fun on Undisputed so far.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, honestly, I kind of like the format now where it's just like a bunch of people all at once. It's like four different dudes.
Because they basically had eliminated Skip. Because now it's only the other guys. Honestly, I saw a funny comment that was like, oh my gosh, Skip assembled the Avengers.
Yeah, Sherman, Keyshawn Johnson, and Michael Irvin. Honestly, it's a good thing it wasn't just Irvin and Skip because that would just be the biggest Cowboys slobber fest every single week.
Awful.
Every single episode.
They had a big Dion slobber fest too.
Oh yeah. True. Honestly,
now I hope Keyshawn is really a big Cowboys instigator hater since he was.
We need to have one. Honestly, Skip always needs to have a Cowboys hater going up against him. That's funny. The nice thing about Stephen A, even though he's not, even though they're not in the same show anymore, I like that Stephen A is still a Cowboys hater.
That was the Skip Stephen A days were incredible television. Skip almost came back like a couple of years ago. That sucks that it didn't happen. That was incredible television. The Skip Stephen A like screaming matches.
The first season of First Take, man. I miss it, man. Or not season, first edition of First Take.
Oh, that was just such incredible TV. I remember because like it was Tim Tebow. It was big around that time. They always had fights about Tim Tebow. Man, I remember coming home. I remember like waiting, like about to go to school, watching it. That was always a good time. Tuning in the Mondays because they were Seahawks haters at first, and like Richard Sherman came on one day and like,
I do remember. I'm better at life than you. Yes, what an iconic line, honestly. What an iconic line.
Oh, great times.
There you go, man.
We
predicted the whole season. And guess what? Next episode, if it's Friday,
we're going to start from the beginning. Okay.
We're going to start over. No, we'll have college football games to break down.
Thank God.
Friday night, baby. Are we doing Friday? Yeah, we can do a Friday, I think.
Might be kind of late. I'll be driving back from Cleellum. I'll be able to.
Fair enough. We can do Saturday.
Late episode.
We can do Saturday.
I'll be driving back to Cleellum.
Okay. We can do late episode.
You know why?
Friday.
You know why I'm driving back from and back?
Why are you?
I'm spending a weekend in Cleellum, except I'm coming back for the Husky game.
Are you going to be there live?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, man. We'll try not to burn up. I know in my experience, those early September, like 12:30 games get freaking hot.
Those are hot. But I enjoy it because that 21 season were like the last 3 or 4 games we got poured on and we sucked. We got crushed and the wind was really cold. That was like the most miserable time ever for me.
It was.
So I remember that whenever it's hot at Husky Stadium. And I'm like,
that's true.
I'll take this.
That's true. Well, one last look
at
the draft.
Helmet Mark II. Helmet Mark II is in production right now. It is looking very good so far. I'm very happy with it so far.
Very nice.
So it's gonna be exciting to unveil it. That draft order is so funny. I said like Texans were gonna be 5 or 6.
Yeah,
it looks right. It looks right to me.
Colts, Bucks, Cards, Commies, Cardinals again, Raiders, Rams finally have their own pick as of right now. Panthers, Bears, Giants. Are there any trades I'm forgetting? Oh, Browns, that pick goes to Texans. So 11 overall goes to Houston. Patriots, Falcons. Let me see. Are there any teams that don't have their first that I'm forgetting? Oh, hold on. Just a second.
Jets, if Rodgers is good, right?
Yeah. Oh, the Panthers. Panthers don't have their first. That goes to Chicago.
Yep,
so yeah,
back to
Bears
back.
have back-to-backs. There you go. 8 and 9. Fun for the Bears. That could
well,
be,
if they trade up with the Bucks and try to get wait, no, that's impossible.
They have,
first.
Yeah. Plus they have Fields and
I was saying Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, yeah, but they wouldn't they wouldn't trade up first overall for a receiver, probably.
He'll be the first receiver since Keyshawn Johnson got first overall.
But anyways, keep them going. Ravens, Vikings, Saints, Steelers, Lions, Chargers, Jets, the boys.
Not many trades so far.
Niners, Bills, Seahawks, Chiefs, Eagles, and Bengals, as Jim Nantz likes to call us.
There's not too many trades right now, other than the top of the order.
Typically, normally going into the season, there's a ton of trades. They're literally the only ones in play right now are the Texans pick goes to the Cardinals, the Browns pick goes to the Texans, and the Panthers pick goes to the Bears. That's it right now. The Rams have their pick right now. That's crazy.
What?
I haven't been able to say that since 2016.
Have you seen that story about Matthew Stafford not being able to, and his wife saying that story, not even him. Like, he probably told his wife that in confidence, and his wife says it on her podcast.
Oh, yeah, like he couldn't connect with his young teammates because they were like always on the phone. They all
go on their phones after meetings.
Oh, and he was like, and they're always like approaching him like, yes, sir, and no, sir. And he's like, dude, we're both players. We're on the same level. Like, let's just be friends.
He asked for a book with all their faces and names from the equipment staff.
Honestly,
I respect that. It's tough. It's tough.
Honestly. Yeah, it's like
he's got like 30 rookies on his team.
That's tough. It's true. It's true. And if I worked a job where like my coworkers like were constantly changing sometimes without me even like knowing, like there could be a new face here tomorrow at practice that I've never seen before. Yeah, I'd probably want that. I'd appreciate that. So yeah, I don't think it's a ridiculous request.
It really isn't, and that's a smart one. That's QB's being smart. QB's being a good guy.
Yep. All right, my friends.
Yeah, I think this is probably Stafford's last year.
I think so too. He probably retires after this year.
You think? What about Donald? How much longer he got?
I think he wants to retire a Ram, and if they go 6-11, I bet he retires.
Steroids finally catching up to him.
Yeah, he's still a goddamn dominant player. So
he's been pretty hurt lately, though. 2 years in a row.
That's true. That is true.
Total steroid, horrible guy, bad guy. All right.
I will let you
Tomorrow, we have college
football. It's back.
Football. And
it's back, baby.
Awesome games. We have 2 awesome games. I forget what they're. Minnesota, Nebraska.
Florida and Utah. And Minnesota, Nebraska. Yeah, 2 Power 5 games.
And
only one
of those. Look at the ad that just popped up. That's a good
Big Ten Saturday on Peacock. Let's go. I actually have Peacock. I'm so glad this is the last year I'll have to use Pac-12 Network.
Horrible.
Hate it. But
Pac-12 Network is the only thing I'm on that's worse than Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
That's funny. Right. That's funny that Oregon fans are like, sorry, I keep doing this to you. But Oregon fans are like, oh, we're going to use the Pac-12 war chest to get into the ACC or the Big 12. It's like, ooh, you got the Pac-12 network. Whoa. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's the Coogan on stuff is so funny. All right.
I'll let you go, my friend.
This time tomorrow, we'll have watched college football.
Yes, sir. Well, it will be a wonderful day had by all. Rest easy. Hopefully, be looking forward to seeing the helmet once it's all done.
It'll be done tomorrow. So
excellent.
I put some work into this bad boy. Much more than just duct tape.
Really? For once. Wow, that's right. Wow. All right. Spin, Beau Gleason, and Rob Jokinen on the West Coast Draft Pod. Sleep well, and